I'm Kristen, Hurt So Good Fitness, and this is Balance Training 101. So we're going to start off nice and simple in a tandem stance. So I'm going to put my left big toe to my right foot heel, and we're just standing here for about 45 seconds or so. See, I'm a little wobbly, so okay. So you're gonna engage your left leg glute. So that back foot, you're gonna engage that glute. And through all of balance training, this is sort of sneaky core work, which is great. So who doesn't love to sneaky core work when you're not doing crunches? What I want you to think is that there's a zipper from your bottom all the way to your belly button. I want you to engage all those pelvic floor muscles and your inner core muscles. And you're just gonna breathe normally, nice expansion, 360 breathing through the ribs. And we're gonna just take a step forward. I'm gonna step back so you can see my feet. So again, now my right foot big toe is hitting my left foot heel. My right glute is engaged. My bottom is like I have a zipper, and my core is engaged. Hands can really be wherever they're comfortable. You see me talking with them, but I'm right here. All right, so this is pretty simple. We're gonna progressively get harder throughout this. All right, we're hoping right now you're just working on engaging those correct muscles, and you're using that diaphragmatic breathing. So 360 breathing through the rib cage, and expanding and engaging all those inner core muscles. All right, and as we get ready to transition, we're gonna shift our weight to our left foot, and you're gonna raise your right foot. All right, it doesn't have to be a big raise. Mine's going about 90 and 90, but if you just want a little toe off the ground, right there, that's fine too. If you're really off balance, so usually people have one side that's better. All right, I'm getting my balance. Okay. Usually you have one side that's better, that's okay. We tend to have one stronger side, it just naturally happens. If you feel really off balance, grab a chair, grab the wall, a broomstick, whatever you need to feel stable. All right, if you feel like your ankle is wobbling and you need that stability for this first time, that's totally okay. About another 15 seconds here, and we're gonna switch. So don't forget, core engaged, glute engaged. Beautiful, we're right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna switch here, wiggle it out if you need to. Here we go, we're gonna go 1 whole minute. Stick with me. So this right here is perfect. If you are standing on one foot, you got that 90-90, and this feels good for you, great. If you want to make this harder, the first thing I'm gonna tell you to do is to change your surface area. So right now you can see I'm on concrete with bare feet. To make this harder, stand on an unstable surface. So even like a cushy yoga mat, or like an old smushy pillow from your bed. Those are really great. If you don't have one of those, they're about an inch thick foam. Those are on Amazon. I can post the link below for something like that. So that provides a little more instability. About 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. So the next thing we're gonna do to build more instability is we're gonna start with a movement. So we're gonna go back to that one foot. We're gonna start with that left leg engaged. And all you're doing is your toe is dragging side to side. So from front to side. So you might feel a little bit like a dancer here. Now, there's no weight on this foot, so you're not using this to slide. You want your toe just barely grazing the ground, or even about an inch off. That looks great. Hands can be wherever you're comfortable. Stick with it. We have about 20 more seconds here. Now this is the next thing, is to provide movement within the balance exercise. So we're gonna actually do a couple of things with the leg movement, and then we're gonna do something with the arms moving. All right, all of that is providing just a little more instability, making this a little harder. The third way to make these exercises harder, and switch here, won't go over that. All right, get your balance. The third way to make this harder is actually to turn off the lights or to do it with your eyes closed. So if you're doing this with your eyes closed, beware. Sometimes it tends to make people a little dizzy. I know it makes me dizzy. So just beware, but it is a good practice. Ooh, okay. All right, all those muscles are still engaged. Just a little check-in with yourself. Now, there's a million reasons that this is important, and it's not just important for people who feel they have bad balance, or even the older population, despite it being super important for everybody. Athletes, especially, really any athlete, if you're doing anything on one foot, from runners to basketball players, go ahead and shake it out here. Hip rotation, next movement, and I'm gonna keep talking. So we're gonna do about 10 of these. So legs at 90, you're opening up your hip, returning, good. 3. Now if this is too much for you, continue with that little toe drag there, with that single leg reach. But we're gonna continue up here for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna switch legs. I will keep track. You go ahead. So like I said, LeBron James posted a video of him and using core stability for balance, like a super long time ago. And I thought it was amazing because it just showed that it doesn't matter who you are, from professional athletes to people beginning their fitness journey. All of this is so important, this basic core stability and the ability to stand on one foot. And we're gonna do about 3 more here. We definitely take the ability to stand on one foot for granted so often. I see this all the time with people who are starting their fitness journey that try so hard to do these one leg exercises, even just going into a lunge, that struggle with it. So what I'm gonna do is I have a 1 pound weight here. If you don't have anything, feel free to just do this body weight. But if you don't have a 1 pound weight, a soup can, a ball, anything you see, just grab it. It's not. This is just really for your visual. But what we're gonna do, I'm gonna be using my standing leg left first. This leg's coming up. My weight is going high, and I'm chopping across my body. So I'm adding 2 elements here. I'm following this weight with my eyes, and I'm moving my arms. So that's 2 of those elements that make balance more difficult. Okay, we're gonna do about 10 of these, so you're reaching high and putting this in your pocket. And like I said, I work with so many people of all fitness levels that struggle just to do any sort of movement on one foot, that they're falling over, that they're unable to engage their correct core muscles, or just standing on one foot, they lack that ankle stability. So this is for everyone. This doesn't mean that you're not good at something. It's just a work on place for you. Good, keep going. We'll do about 3 more. 2, 1. And we're gonna switch feet. I'm gonna wiggle it out again. Get my balance. So as I'm getting my balance, go ahead and get started. I like to spread my toes out really far. So as you can see, I'm barefoot. There's nothing wrong with doing this in sneakers. The flatter the sneaker, the better. Well, the easier it will be. If you're in like a higher running shoe even, this is gonna make it a little harder because you get that higher profile on those. Good. You can see this is my harder side. Woo. Keep breathing. Don't forget about your 360 breathing, engaging your glute. Woo. And zipping those bottom pieces up. Stick with it for 3, 2, last 1. There you go. So one more exercise here. We're gonna do a little challenge to finish off. So my challenge, it's called a windmill. So what you're gonna do, it's gonna challenge all sides again. You're gonna be moving your entire upper body and your eyes. So this can make it those 2 additional pieces. You're gonna bring your foot up, your hands are gonna come to the side, and you're gonna try to rotate your upper body to touch each side of your foot. You see I got the shakes and everything. When you're ready, go ahead and join me. We're gonna do about 4 to 5 on each side. 2, 3, 4, last one here. We'll switch sides and call it a day. Hang in there. I know we're fatiguing. I know this is hard. The more you do this, the better you're going to feel. All right, get that foot up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5, and that's it. Nice job, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this. I know this is a little different than what we usually do, but this is so important. If you have questions, hit me an email at hurtsogoodfitness@gmail.com or on my Instagram page, hurtsogoodfitness. And I love you all. Have a good night.